Hi there everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be buying one of the, are they called magic horses? You know what, let's go with magic horses. One of the special coat, one of the fish Appaloosa models, because I think they're really cool and I've been eyeing the zebra one for a long time. So yeah, afterwards I might train him to like perhaps level 4, and I might, I don't know, not that anybody's asking, but I might tell you guys some things about myself, just to like introduce myself a little bit, even though I've been posting videos for like over a month now, because I don't know, why not? I want it to be called something starting with a Z, so potentially Z, like 𝗹𝗲𝗃𝗃, or Zeke, if that's a name option, or even Zebra. I don't know, I think that's funny, and then you can call him Z as a nickname. Isn't it just the cutest? And as you can tell by me riding my Appaloosa right now, I absolutely love the Appaloosa, just like the Appaloosa, full stop. Like it's genuinely one of the, it's just like, it's so cute. I don't know, I think it's absolutely adorable. I said this in my last video, I'm generally such a sucker for Palominos, but this horse's eyes are just like not okay. Like, it stresses me out. Like, why does it? Because it's so beautiful. Wait, I could buy it and call it Goldie. That'd be so cute. But its eyes are just like, I don't mean to be rude, but they're freaking terrifying, to be frank. Oh, it's just bizarre. It's just the colouring as well. Like, the shading, sorry, not the colouring. The colouring looks fantastic. The shading is so, like, it's just giving, like, Uncanny Valley, I don't know. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish the eyes were a different colour, because then I would like jump on the chance to... Why is my keyboard disconnecting and connecting? Alright, we're gonna buy him. I know it's a bit of a boring name, but what can you do? I feel like it's not a boring name. I feel like everybody... Oh no, we'll have to send me to the stable because I forgot to take all the stuff off my horse. All the tack off my horse. I feel like everybody's called him Zebra. Obviously because it's a horse that looks like a zebra, but not that that's a bad thing, it's just, I don't know, sometimes you want to have a unique name. He's so funny. I think this is such a cool, like, magical horse thing, magical horse coat. I think it's so unique. Okay, that actually makes me really happy. He's super cute. I feel like I say that every single time I buy a horse, but whatever. I mean, it's true. Yeah, so about me. Let me think. I've got to try to stay focused whilst also simultaneously. Multitasking is an art that I have not yet mastered. My in-game username is obviously Antonia Cenas. That's not really a fun fact, but whatever. And I am Australian. That's also not that crazy. I am a big fan of Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter and Harry Styles. Pretty much any sort of like pop music I absolutely love, but I'm really into like everything, to be completely honest with you. Like, I have been a big fan of 𝗵𝘳𝗃𝗃𝗃 and 21 Savage and like Metro Boomin for a really long time, so there's some rap in there. There's also, oh yeah, The Weeknd was a huge, in 2023, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of when my love for The Weeknd peaked, to be completely real with you. And then it dwindled a little bit, because he cancelled his concerts in Australia, and at the same time I was just getting more into Taylor Swift, and then I guess my life kind of took me in that direction. And to get serious for a minute, I was low-key like depressed when I was listening to him, and the music you listen to is so incredibly, like, it seriously does affect your, like, happiness and your mental state, and The Weeknd was just not, I can listen to him now, but it's like, listening to that when I was, like, peak depression was, like, not the best idea ever. Yeah, but I guess I found Taylor Swift as as my mental state was starting to improve, and then I just kind of, I stayed with that, I guess. I guess I've been like a casual listener since like a really young age. Like, I've never not listened to Taylor Swift, but it kind of picked up a lot more. Like, I became much more conscious of her music and, you know, Eras tour and like outfits and things she wore at like the Grammys and whatever in 2023. It's just grown stronger since then. 2023 was, yeah, I kind of came out of like that whole depressive phase, and then everything for like the Weeknd and the kind of hard rap I was listening to like non-stop, that obviously just like faded into the background because it just wasn't kind of, I guess it didn't align with my life anymore or whatever. And that's the thing too, I feel like so many people have such like personal vendettas against, this is just gonna be about music to be honest, with the way this is headed. I feel like so many people have such like personal vendettas against certain musicians or certain industries, or not industries, like genres or whatever. And I think that's so ridiculous. Like, not listening to pop music doesn't automatically make you like cool and like edgy and stuff, and listening to pop music doesn't immediately make you cool or whatever. Like, some people see it as so black and white, and that's total bullshit. It really doesn't. I listen to like everything under the sun, and I think it's so, you know, I don't like certain individuals, like I really don't like certain rappers and whatever, because they're just not nice people. But I can't, like, when a song is an objective banger, there is like nothing I can do about that. If a song is a banger, it's a banger. I feel like it's so, I don't know, people make it a bigger deal than it has to be. I also absolutely love Doja Cat. I've been listening to her for ages, since like 2018. And it's, yeah, I'm waiting for her to come to Australia because she never has. And it's really annoying because I would be first in the queue and I would be barricades. Harry Styles, Sabrina Carpenter, Doja and Taylor are like the biggest ones, I would say. Some types of rap, and oh, I love Sufjan Stevens so much. If you don't know his name, you've heard at least one of his songs before. He's got a song called Visions of Gideon. Mystery of Love is really big. I'm trying to think of big ones. 4th of July. I reckon pretty much everybody's heard that song. What else is that? I feel like music is genuinely such a big part of my life. Oh, I can talk about like my horse riding experience and stuff in real life. I don't know how to like get into this, to be honest. It's not super complicated or anything. It's when I was like 12 years old, maybe I was younger. I don't know. When I was like 12 years old, I took lessons at like a local like barn, like stable, and first of all, it was really expensive because horse riding, just like in general, anywhere is really expensive, but in Australia, they are like, it's not even daylight, it's like highway robbery. Like, it's insane the prices they try and charge you. And now it's even crazier. Back then it was bad, but not nearly as bad as it is now. It was at like a dressage stable, which is A, not really what I wanted to do, and B, it was expensive. It was just like, the whole experience was like underwhelming. It was fine, and I was allowed to help out and like tack up and, you know, wash off the horses and stuff. I was so young, and I was low-key being like used by the stable, to be honest. Like, it was, you know, I would help out with the school holiday camps. And like, I guess I was just glad that I was helping out, but at the same time I don't know, it was just a bit like weird, and I didn't receive like any form of compensation, even though I was literally like responsible for the children. The actual lady who ran it was really lovely, she was really sweet. It was just like not the mood, you know? And for that price too, it's just not, at some point it's just not worth it anymore. It wasn't bad though, it was nice, and I like being around horses, so it was good. And more recently, I've kind of, in my whole life, I've had maybe, I want to say like 50, potentially. 50 horse riding lessons. Like, more recently, we've been on like a lot of trail rides and stuff. We found one barn that's kind of, it's quite far from where we are, but it's like a nice like weekend trip. That's really nice though, and I really like the like trails they have there. It's very shady. It gives like rainforest vibes, which is really nice. And there's a river. I will say they're much more chill than like city people, because when I tell you, they were like, to be fair, if I had a horse, I reckon I would like to pamper it a lot, but it's like, it's difficult to find. I feel like in Australia, if you don't own your own horse, it's difficult to find the balance of like the chill that the I don't mean to say like country people, but you know what I mean. Like the people that live more out of the city, have, because they're just so much calmer, there's so much, it's just like not as much stress, I don't know. But then at the same time, I feel like some of the things they do is like not ethical, because then we obviously wouldn't go there anymore, but it's like, you can see that the animals, but then in the city they barely get any time out of their stables, and it's like, is that really ethical too? I don't know, it's just, it's difficult to find a combination if you don't, or to find a balance if you don't own your own animal. And obviously that's just not a viable option for, I don't know, somebody like me. It's nice to do it like once in a while, you know? And you know what I've been getting into a lot more recently? I've been getting into like looking at or watching like hunted jumper in America, because that's like such a big thing there, and I think it's absolutely crazy to look at that kind of stuff, because America is roughly the size of Australia, but they have so many more people, obviously. They're an absolutely huge country, and for that reason they've got, you know, more states, they've got more major cities, they've got more, not necessarily better infrastructure, but like just more of everything, which obviously means they have the ability to organize, you know, hunter jumper competitions, for example. In Australia, that just doesn't exist. When we get past like the three big disciplines, you know, show jumping, cross country, and dressage, there's not much else to do in Australia. You know, maybe there's like barrel racing and stuff, I'm not sure. What else can I tell you about myself? Because I'll do this race and then we'll call it quits, because my horse has already been at level 4 for a very long time. I was just in the zone while I was talking, I couldn't stop. Oh yeah, we've got 2 dogs. One of them, I'm actually not going to tell you the breeds because that would be a little bit too specific. They're big dogs though, I'll tell you that much. Oh yeah, I can tell you the colours, surely. One of them is brown, he's a little bit smaller. And the other one is black and white, he's spotty, he's mostly black. And they're both really cute. One of them, the black and white one, is unfortunately reactive, which is not super duper fun if you've ever had a reactive dog. He just gets, I'm assuming it's linked to him being nervous, you know, I reckon he's probably got like, you know, dog anxiety or whatever. And he just, you know, little things set him off. Oh yeah, and I have a sister. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. And I speak another language. I speak German. That was a little speed round there. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know half of that was looking at 𝗹𝗲𝗃𝗃. We'll see how much of that stays after I've edited this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me buy this horse. That was probably the quickest time I've ever decided a horse's name in. I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, I hope you liked getting to know me a little bit more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!